All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. This is your brother Karatazah.
You call him up.
We got another lesson coming back at you today. With that being said, we're just going to jump right into it.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 50. It says, Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption.
That's right, man. We can't take these piece of shit bodies to the kingdom. You can't be that same piece of shit you was in the world and come in this truth. Okay? Everything it's a leveling up process, man. You got to cleanse yourself. Just like you can't be the same person in the world that you're going to be in this truth, you're not going to be the same person that you are in this truth in the kingdom. You're going to level up. Okay, so that's why I said neither do of corruption inherit incorruption. Because when we was in the world, what were we? We were corrupt. You might have cheated people. You might have stole. You might have gangbanged. You might have sold drugs. You might have did whatever you was in the world in. We all came from somewhere. But when you came into this truth and you realized, the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, you put off that old man. That's gonna be the same as when we get into the kingdom, because we can't take these GMO, fucking chemtrail ass bodies into the kingdom. The Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, He got something much more glorious prepared for us, waiting on us. Let's gonna get into it.
Yes,
so,
and just to add to that, it's like the Spirit's been pushing that out a lot lately about not being the same person you was in the world and it's truth, because that's how you get pushed out, man. And that's none of us are exempt from having to deal with that. You will be tempted. That's why the scriptures say, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation.
okay.
You're only going to be tempted with things like the things that you used to do in the world. Okay, those same spirits, demons are going to come. They're going to fuck with you. But it's about, like the brother was saying, it's about being in a roundabout way. You have to be spiritual. That's what the brother is saying. So, and like I said, none of us are exempt, man. That's why we have to continually stay in the scripture, stay in the spirit, and continue to do what's right.
Your biggest fight gonna be against yourself, because you gonna burn. You gonna want to do those things that you used to do, those things that you've been accustomed to doing for years upon years. But that's what makes it so beautiful. Because you fighting yourself, so you're only gonna make yourself better, or you're only gonna condemn yourself.
51, it says, Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
That's right, man. Everybody's not gonna die on this go around. Okay, this is the second death that's about to come. Everybody's not about to die. Everybody didn't die the first death. You had the elect of the first death, which was Noah, his sons, and their wives. And on this side, you got the 144,000 and the women and children who follow. You got the elect. The world's made for the elect's sake. So the elect's not going to die on this go around. But the 2/3, the heathen, everybody else that's not written in the book, those are the people who are gonna taste this fiery flame.
Just a precept to back up that. This is the book of Mark, and I haven't read this in a while, man. This is Mark chapter 9, verse 1. It says, And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here, which shall not taste of death, till they have seen the kingdom of the Most High come with power. So that's what? That's being caught up in the clouds when Yahweh Shai comes back, man. Because a lot of men are going to die on this side, but the elect, that's what it's talking about. The elect is not going to die on this side, man. They're going to be translated, as the brother's going into. They're going to be like shit, I always forget his name. Genesis. It was just translated. He wasn't. He didn't
Enoch?
die. Enoch. You know, he didn't die like all the other men. They lived a certain age and then they died. He lived a certain age and was translated. Okay, and it never mentioned him dying. You know, and certain men in his life, the elect is going to be translated, man. You know, and Peter's, it tells us that someone should scarcely be saved. That's that translation. Okay, Yahweh Shai, through the Spirit of Yahweh, is gonna beam his elect up, and they're gonna be translated before destruction actually comes at a full premise. Okay, that was it to that mark.
Yeah, can you get Revelations 20 and verse 6 for me real quick?
26, come on. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 6. It says, "Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be they should be priests of the Most High and of the Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years."
That's right, man. Like I said, the second death is the missiles. So blessed is he who's not going to take part in that, man. Who's going to reign with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years, because like the brother said, we're going to live the full life that we were meant to have from the beginning. We're going to get that 4,000 years in, and then we're not going to taste that sting of death. We're just going to be translated, and then, you know, the cycle starts over again.
Yeah, that's it. This is back in the book of 1 Corinthians 15, verse 52. It says, I'll start from 51 and read it through. It says, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed."
That's right, man. It says the last trump, which, like I said, talking about it, the missile, at the last moment, at that last hurrah, that's when it says the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we should be changed. Because the dead in Yahweh Shai, their works follow them. The ones who died in this truth, Abba Bivens, and, you know, the other great men who passed on, their works follow them. They laid the groundwork for what we're doing today. And they're going to get a chance to get the same glory that we're going to, Lord willing, receive. That's why it's talking about incorruptible being changed, or corruption, because when you die, your body goes to what? It turns to dust, moth, you know what I'm saying? Worms eating your body and all of that. You can't be, you know, a zombie or a skeleton and think, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be on a chariot. That's when we're going to get those angelic bodies. When we're going to be whole. When we're going to be, you know, quote, supermen and superwomen. You're not going to be able to fuck with us.
Hey, which goes back to a good example of that, when they came out with that Hancock. You know, they couldn't nobody fuck with Hancock.
Or old girl.
Or the girl that ended up being his wife in the past life, you know. Nobody can mess with her, you know. I was looking for the scripture, but I'm gonna get into it later. Back in Corinthians, it says, "For this," verse 53, "for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality."
And that's not just talking about physical. Our minds got to change too. Because if you got a mortal mind, if you got a mindset that, you know, the tangible things of this world, or, you know, in 20 years and 30 years, or you got a plan B, you got a mortal mind. You got to have an immortal mind, a mind that says, no, I'm going to be in the kingdom. I'm going to reign with Yahweh 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? This thing, it's a spiritual thing. And it's a mental thing. Which your heart is your mind. Your heart is your mind. You know, so with it being is really, like I said, you got to psych yourself into believing. Not even psych yourself. You convincing yourself. You convincing the spirit. And you convince yourself that this is the way to go and that this is what you need to be doing. Is mental training. Watching these videos, like I always say, we like a pit bull on the leash, and the Most High is holding it, and only He can let go. And when He do let go, He's gonna put His Spirit in us to do His will. So right now, this is it's training camp. It's a mental training camp, and it's a spiritual training camp that will turn physical. But in order for you to receive the physical ability to go out there and do that, you got to be right in the spirit. Your mind got to be right. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yashai got to give it His blessing.
I got to reset. This is 2 Ezra 14, in verse 14. It says, "Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of men. Put off now the weak nature."
Right. Put off that weak nature, man. Gird up thy loins like a man. Be a man in this thing. Okay? We like Anthony Joshua. He just he's kind of in trouble right now because he said that he called a nigga. He said you're a disgrace to the superior black race. He told another Jake that he was a disgrace to the superior black race. We are superior. He wasn't going off. We are superior. So in order for, we're on the bottom right now, but we are definitely superior. In order for us to do that, we got to change the way we think. We got to have that kingdom mentality.
Yeah, well, that's just the point I want to get to it. Okay. Because the reason why I brought that out was because the brother said that going here with 1 Corinthians, it says, "For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." You know, so hey, and on top of that, it tells us in the Book of Wisdom of Solomon that righteousness is immortal. You know, that's not a physical thing. I mean, there are certain physical aspects, you know, as far as the laws and the commandments are concerned, but it's a mindset too. You know, it starts there on to everything goes hand in hand. But the Most High has to give you a spirit. You know, you have to be into this, man. And you mentioned something about the highways going out there. You can't, if your mind ain't right, your mind ain't set towards doing the work, you're not gonna be out there. If you are, you're not gonna be out there that long.
Right.
You know, you're gonna be out there for just a short season, and then you're gonna be out of there, man. You know. Reading on in Corinthians, it says, "So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the same that is written, death is swallowed up in victory."
That's right, death is swallowed up in victory. Because we won't have the victory over death, we're not going to die. Corruption is talking about dying, about perishing, about no longer living. Okay? That's why it goes into incorruption, which is the opposite of perishing, and immortality, which is forever living. You know, infinity. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop. We're not gonna die. We're gonna live our 1,000 years, go to the spirit world, translate to the spirit world, come back, and do it all over again, and rule the world, rule the universe. This is why I said you can't just stay in that old mindset, because your old mindset might have been, okay, well, all I know is Omaha, Nebraska. All I know is the Midwest. All I know is the United States. You know, but it's a whole world out there. Go deeper, it's a whole galaxy out there. Go deeper, it's a whole universe out there. Okay, with inhabitable planets that we're going to be on. The Most High didn't just, give us lights at night for nothing. We're just going to light it up for him at night. Like Eddie Griffin said. Just light it up for him at night. No. Those are stars. Those are planets. Those are places that we're going to inhabit it, because the Lord said He has a place that He prepared for us. He has, in His house, is many mansions. Those are the mansions that He's talking about. Not just Beverly Hills or
man.
the Playboy Mansion, Buckingham Palace. You're thinking too small, because the Most High is the Most High. He's the Father of all things. The Most High is a bad dude, man.
The only place, as the scriptures tell you, that's not going to be inhabitable is America, man.
Okay.
The land of the North. All right. Everything else we're gonna have rule on. Like, it's not like the Most High, like, you gonna rule the whole universe and Babylon, that's up to whoever wants it. No, ain't nobody gonna ever inhabit America no more, man. This whole land is just gonna be smoke, man, and a bunch of desert animals. Okay. It says, verse 56. It says, "The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law."
Because sin is the transgression of the law. That's the limits. That's how you know whether you're going off or not. That's the range that you need to be in. Okay, you know if you go over too far this way, you're going off. If you're in this middle, you're good. If you go too far that way, you're going off. That's why you go enter ye at the straight gates. You're gonna go through some shit when you in between here, but that's the glory that's gonna get you into the kingdom. Because if you go too far this way, it's a fire over here, and over here it's a water over there.
Lord willing, we get in post-production description. Yeah, I was thinking that, man. Verse 56, it says, "The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach."
That's right. He came to lay down his life for us, for the elect. You know what I'm saying? So that we can have all this, so we can have the opportunity, even have the opportunity to be saved. Because the Most High turned his back on us. You understand how pivotal that is? Your power, the only power who's working with you and only you, turn your back on you and forsake you? That's big. And Yahushua said, "I'll come down and I'll lay my life down and I'll be that sacrificial lamb. I'll take that L for the whole nation so that we can come back to his graces." And you want to disrespect that, man? Man, fuck you niggas, man.
Hey, and we deserved, as a nation, we deserve for Yahweh to turn his back on us, man. You know how many chances Yahweh gave us, man? You know how many times he saved us from death? You know how many times he was, there, even when our people were, fucking hard-headed, man. He was there for us. Then when he finally turned his back, now, like, that's why we're in this position today. Even though Yahushua did lay his life down for the elect, he did lay his life down for the elect, no doubt. But now, guess what? Yahweh is standing. It says he's standing afar off. He knows what's going on. He's okay, that's what niggas gonna do. I know you're gonna do it. I'm gonna fuck you niggas up. That's exactly what's going on. Our people are being fucked up. And now, guess what? It's building up to that ultimate, I'm gonna fuck you up, which is gonna be that thermonuclear missiles, man. Yeah. And we deserve this shit, man. Our people deserve this shit, man. Look at them. You see what they do in the streets of Jerusalem? Hey, that's through the Spirit. You said that we are superior people, man. But look how the hell our people are acting, and then think you deserve to be treated different from these damn devils, man. You're asking to be treated like this. This is why we show no remorse to you 2/3 niggas, man. This is exactly why we hit the highways and we tell y'all about yourselves, man. If you ain't following the scriptures, you deserve to be jacked up. And that goes with us too, man. Just because we in the scriptures don't mean that we have, it's certain things that we still fuck up on, man. But we're doing it ignorantly. Certain things we're doing ignorantly, we're filtering through the scriptures like they did in the book of Acts. They searched the scriptures daily. And they found out certain things, okay, damn. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. Damn, I was doing this. Let's not do that no more. So on and so forth. But niggas just don't care, man. That's that Isaiah 1 and verse 3. Our people y'all don't even care, man. They don't care.
I'm gonna get this real quick.
And I was thinking, through the spirit, man, all week. And I was gonna make a post about it, but no, I'm not gonna do that because the Thanksgiving is coming up. You got Thanksgiving coming up. What was that next Thursday? And it's a nationwide celebration. Probably celebrated more than just America, but it's heavily celebrated in America on the same land where the Native Americans were slaughtered. Okay, but now this is why I said I was gonna make a post. Would you out there? Would you like say somebody comes to your family reunion and fucking drops a bomb on it?
Okay, say 9/11.
Let's say somebody comes to your family reunion and drops a bomb on it, and you survive it? Are you gonna celebrate that down the line? Like, yeah, look, and you're gonna celebrate with the same people that did the shit, man.
Right.
That's what our people are doing. Even Native Americans are doing it on a heavy level, man. These are y'all celebrating fucking Thanksgiving. This is your forefathers being slaughtered on a mass scale, and you're happy about you're having a feast about it. Let me come and drop a bomb on you, all right, on your whole family. You celebrate with me 10 years later. All right, have a big feast, and we all good. It don't work like that. But meanwhile, you niggas is about to celebrate Thanksgiving, man. Once again,
it would be like if Japan celebrated the day that the United States dropped bombs on Hiroshima.
Yeah.
And they celebrated with the same people. Thank you for dropping the bombs on us.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's be thankful. Let's be thankful y'all did that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Yahweh's judgment. But it's not logical amongst us men. Why would you celebrate your own people getting slaughtered and the same devils that came up and made it a goddamn holiday is the same devils that did the shit, man? Niggas gonna taste that second death. you niggas gonna taste that second death, man. Okay. And that's not the only level. It's many levels, but you niggas are y'all demons, man. Y'all damn devils, man. You have your father the devil.
Righteous indignation, man.
Reading on back in 1 Corinthians, the 15th, it's like 15th chapter, 57th verse, it says, "But thanks be to Yahweh, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast."
Be what?
Be ye steadfast.
Can we look that word up?
Come let's see. Steadfast. Steadfast, and it is Strong's G 1476, and it is sedentary, firm, immovable, steadfast.
That's right, unmovable. You got a base in this truth. You grounded. You can't be shaken. You know that this is the right thing. Like I said, you ain't got no plan B. There is no backup plan. It's your how by Shem Yahshai, and that's it. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved.
And it says, "Be ye steadfast, unmovable."
So it just, in case you didn't know what steadfast means, it broke it down for you right there. Unmovable, unwavering. Okay? You can't be shooken off this. Can't nobody come up to you with a hot line about how Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, was that dude back in the day and get you out this truth. The Catholic Church can't get you out this truth. Your homie down the street with the weed that's slinging loud for $2.99, he can't get you out this truth. Can't no box get you out this truth. Your kids, your mom, your brother, your cousin, your favorite cousin from back in the day can't get you out this truth. P. Diddy, Jay-Z can't get you out this truth. LeBron James can't get you out this truth. You waiting on Yahweh Shem Yahushai to come back so we can fuck this place up and inherit what we supposed to inherit, which is what I said, the universe.
It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
That's right, man. We're not doing this for a vain reason. Okay? We're not doing this for our own good. Well, which at the end we are doing it, so that we can get our heavenly reward. But we doing it with a purpose. Okay? Because it's number one, it's the right thing to do. This is what we're supposed to be as a nation of priests. This is what we were made to do, to be a holy nation, to be righteous. They said that we're above all other nations. But also, we laboring for our whole nation. Because if we wasn't doing it, then we would just be fucked in the game. You see these young niggas out here. They say, the children are our future. These children are fucked. Yeah. And it ain't doing nothing but getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
The last generation of so-called normal people, I think, was the 80s. I think that was the last generation. After that, everything just started progressively getting worse. Especially with these millennials, man. There's no hope, man. There's no hope for them. If this is what we relying on, we don't stand a chance, man.
Our nation is through. I was talking with some Edomites today on the job. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? He showed me his phone, and he had 3 deer in the back of his truck. And he hunted them himself, put them in the back of the truck, and he got them in his freezer right now. You know what I'm saying? Freezing. Gonna make some deer jerky.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Why? Because he's in touch with. He's not. What's the word I want to say? Millennialized, if that's even a word.
They're not in touch with reality, man. They're not.
Somebody said the other day, I just watched a video of a kid watching another video of a kid playing outside. Instead of him playing outside, he's watching a video of another kid playing outside.
That's how we learn. That's how we learn of actually going out and bumping our head, getting scrapes on our knees and elbows, getting out there in the elements. Nowadays they just want to play Xbox Live and PS4, and they want to do indoor activities all the time. Which is nothing wrong with indoor activity, but you gotta get your ass out there, man. That's just like Baloo, man. He must have been one of them niggas that just did indoor activity his whole life because he don't do that work, and you can tell, man. All right, but I'm glad that you said some of the things that you said, bro, because I got this word abounding in verse 58, okay, which is Strong's G 4052, which is to exceed a fixed number of measure, to be left over and above a certain number of measure, okay, because it said always abounding in the work of Yahweh. Always abounding is what? Is continually hitting the highways, continually putting on blessings, continually just staying on it. And that's what the spirit that the apostles said, flood the unicorn some years back, man. Flood the unicorn, overflowing with this truth. And that's one of the definitions in here is to abound, overflow.
That's right, man.
All right, flood that net. That's why these elite bankers don't like this shit, man. That's why they don't like that they came up with the internet. Because we are flooding this unicorn day in, day out, man. You see, I work at 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. Brothers are still posting videos, man. You get on 4 o'clock in the morning. GMS such and such posted this 2 minutes ago.
Exactly.
GMS such and such posted this an hour ago. We flooding this unicorn, man, with truth. And that's why most of these, that's why these scalpers can't stand it. That's why these false prophets can't stand it. That's why Polite can't stand it. That's why Nate can't stand it. All right, because they're not doing the same work, so that it's really an envy thing. But we don't give a fuck about that, man. We're just doing the will of the Most High, man. Hey, let me read that again. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh, for as much as you know your labor is not in vain in Yahweh." Our labor is not going to be in vain for doing videos. Brothers do live feeds that last like 2 or 3 or 4 hours sometimes, man. And they be all spiritual, you know? Flooding the unicorn, man. You know how many live videos I seen the brothers doing at the same time? It's like, god damn. You know, you can't watch them all at the same time. You can like jump from video to video, or you know, or catch it like later after it's already streamed. But the point is, this truth is getting out there, and these people don't like it, man. All right?
Let me get this last little precept real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High."
With the natural man, just like the brother said before, the mortal man, or the carnal man, the man that's more in touch with this tangible life than in touch with the spirit, the spiritual. That's why certain things that brothers say that's through the Spirit, these people can't understand it. Because their mind is not set on Yahweh Shem Shai. It's set on goddamn Gucci Man getting married and stuff like that, Cardi B. And things of this world. That's why you can't understand when a man says it's okay, the scriptures say it's okay to rape. Okay? It's not a doctrine, it's just part of our lifestyle, man. They can't understand that because they're carnal. Go ahead.
"For they are foolishness unto him."
For it's foolishness, man. They can't understand it. Therefore, they cast it behind their back like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about, or that nigga is no this and that, blah, blah, because they're not spiritual. Go ahead.
Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Because they're spiritually discerned. The Most High has to be dealing with you. That's why he said only his sheep is going to hear his voice. If you hear these words that are coming out of these scriptures and you hear a man coming with it rough, you get offended, then that's because you're not of the Most High. I mean, you are of the sheep initially, but you're not part of that elect. His elect is going to understand. That's why you have certain people, we don't know who's the elect. We have certain people that'll walk by, and a brother could be going in, and you might hear a cuss word here and now, but you have some people that'll sit there and be like, that's real.
Sure.
You know, but then you have some that are like, oh, nah. They're talking they smack walking by. The Most High ain't dealing with them.
Don't say nigga.
Yeah, don't say, yeah. You know, the Most High is not dealing with you, man. You know, that's why we don't care. You can that goddamn devil calling us niggas. So what, man? You know, we don't care. The Most High ain't dealing with you no way. You know? But initially for Israel, if you hear a man coming with this truth rough, or no matter how you hear a man come with this truth, if it's real, it's real. If it's from the scriptures, it's real, man. And if you can't understand it, you can't hold on to it, you can't retain it, oh, that's on you. You know, we don't care. We're just doing our job, man.
Right, it wasn't meant for you in the first place.
You know? But that was into that verse in Corinthians as well, brother.
Alright, so with that being said, we definitely want to give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.
Shalom.